Sup, I'm VoiD, and I'm here with Beastcoast FGC, and today we're going to be talking about how good, or not good, Chip Zanif is.
Hey yo, we noticed that only about 11% of you are actually subscribed to the channel, so go ahead and do me a favor right now and hit that subscription button. Also, it's important to note, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we will be doing a massive giveaway here on our YouTube channel, so you'll definitely want to make sure you have notifications on for that. Don't delay, hit that subscription today. You heard?
I think he's pretty good. I've been playing him since beta 1.
I think he's good too. I think he's good too. Video's over. Cool.
Yeah. Yes, he is pretty good.
Cue outro. Thanks for watching. I played him a lot in open beta 1, played him a lot in open beta 2. I pretty much mainly played him since the game released. I mean he just blows up. And I feel like as somebody who's historically played characters that just blow up, everybody's like, your character blows up. They must suck. But, you know, there's a lot more to that. You know, there's always a lot more.
Traditionally, the characters with low health in a fighting game, they usually have some broken mechanic that makes up. So the low health actually doesn't matter if you actually play. I think he's a great character. Although he does explode in one combo, it's like once people get their execution down, like the control he's gonna have is unparalleled. As far as the movement options go, 3-framers go, you know, everything. Like he has it right now. I think
we are actually blessed because despite him being good, he is not as good as Rev, so it's okay. He doesn't have Gamma YRC. He doesn't have Gamma YRC, which if you have not played against that, don't worry about it. He doesn't have Teleport YRC, which if you have not played against it, he literally teleports in front of you, above you, or behind you, and then slows the screen down at the same time. So if you press the button, he just hits you. That was really cool. That was just really cool to play against. This is something that he could do, and he couldn't do it anymore. So similar to Millia, who lost a move that is really strong. When he lost that move, people were like, "Oh, he sucks." But like, he actually is still Chipp. He can still fly. He still has good buttons. He still has a fast DP. He's got better pants. I like his pants. They're much. I like Chipp's pants so much. I have a pair of Chipp pants on right now. Actually, I don't play. He has these joggers. I have. They look great. They look great. It was a nice touch. Having a DP that's fast in this game is really important because you need a special safe jump against it, which is really nice. It can protect him. Sure, he takes a lot of damage, but everyone does a lot of damage in this game. Maybe you get memed like once a day, maybe. Like,
once.
You know. Maybe.
No, yeah, I feel like his damage.
Throw those rounds away when I take like 90% from Nago because like I whiffed a button and I have like some risk gauge. I'm like, well, that happened. You just throw it away. Yeah. It's fine.
No,
and that's the thing that's so dangerous about Chipp too. It's like, you know, people say he doesn't do high damage, but if you're blocking Chipp for mad long, he's building up that risk gauge, bro. So yep, once he gets that opening city.
Yeah.
The even though Chipp has like historically always had the low health, but it's been outweighed by just like how strong his options are. I feel like even as Faust, like I have like under average health, but I don't have the 3-frame button or the DP like Chipp is. So when I'm under pressure or like I messed up and I'm like taking pressure and losing now, I feel like more helpless than like I would rather like take a sacrifice some health for those defensive options easily. But yeah, like his offense is absolutely insane right now. His 6K, his Alpha Blade, command grab, and then he has really good pressure in the corner, like just like with the frame trapping and with the Gamma Blade conditioning. It's really oppressive when that character gets going. But I think one of the best things that about him, which I think is really, it's kind of cool within the context of the game, is his wall ride combo in terms of reward off of his corner offense. So no matter like how much damage you do to the wall, like from maybe like 2 combos to get there, or like 1.5 like kind of combo to get there, if you RC like wall ride, the wall ride combo doesn't interact with the wall. So you break the wall at the end, like no matter what. So if the wall damage is like really high, you're like, okay, so you one hit, wall ride, like slash all the way up, and then you break the wall. That does so much damage. It's so strong, I think. So strong right now.
Yeah, I did get hit by that last night. Like I was playing like Chipp and long sets, and like like that combo does hurt. Another thing is though, like it's still early, so people are not used to exploiting his gaps yet. Like obviously the gamma blade pressure, he takes double damage, clone, stuff like that. Like or just dealing with the record situation, like like mid, low, like sometimes people get tagged by the low when they shouldn't. Block the low, it's negative. Things like that, minor thing.
Actually,
what do you think?
I think when it comes to the corner pressure, I actually think like if I really wanted to like affect Chipp's pressure, if like he does end up being this crazy pressure like monster, right? I think a big thing I would want to change is the sheer amount of delays he has in his like block strings.
Yeah, delay really messes. The delay.
He has like a very long period of time where he can delay, so it's like you don't really know when you can press a button, and because of that, like if he just decides to go for a reset and you think he's like delaying, he gets like another block string, and then you have to guess on that one, and then like, the list goes on.
It's like very, very commonly like you will delay, and then you're waiting for the delay, and he runs up, throws you. You try to PR, try to green guard. Yeah, so it's
in Strive the delay.
That's a compromise though, because if it wasn't like that, because at least everything's minus, but you have the threat of delay. If it wasn't like that, he's gonna have like the +2 close slash, that's 4 frame startup. He's gonna have like
I remember you telling me about that.
Nonsense moves, or like the sweep that's like 10 frames, that's -1. It's fine. Like he can have tricky pressure, it's okay. And honestly, the command grab is a really nice thing in this game too, because like you get to cover like, oh, they're blocking. 2, they didn't mash at the right time, and DPs on all at the same time, which is definitely kind of a blessing. I hope they're considering giving Millia a command grab because she does not have DP, so it would probably help out a little bit. Kind of cool. He disappears during it too, and like for people, the delay for people who are good at seeing Alpha Blade, the delay Alpha Blade or command grab is actually pretty difficult to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah. There's one.
I feel like you gotta spend meter to stop it just to be able to see something.
Sometimes.
No, you just gotta open your eyes like this. That's what I do. It works.
One thing I've been doing lately is if somebody is really good at just like jumping away from command grab, just command grab, and then after the command grab would have hit, just input dash RC up throw. Just input it like no matter what, because it's like if the command grab hits, you can't RC out of it.
Yeah, I've been doing that with Faust actually. It's super good. Like you might as well do it. It's because it's like if you command grab labs, you like go into the animation.
You're doing nothing.
Yeah, but if it whips, you're like.
I think that's good for all command grabs. Axle too. People are trying to.
It's good for grabs in general. It's
regular grabs as well.
It actually in Exerd. I mean, it was so good in Exerd when it came out because you used to be able to cancel grabs on whiff for 25 meter, and they were like, "This is kind of too good, so we need to make it 50." So Soul was also top tier when Exerd came out because Wild Throw did a lot of damage, just like it does now, except he just bombos you instead. So he would do the command grab, and if it whiffed and he had 25 meter, he would just roam and cancel your YRC and just grab you. Yeah, just set up the situation again. You're just like, oh, God. So I mean, hey, they learned their lesson. It's strong. It's strong. It's been strong for a
What do you guys think of Chipp Jump 2K? What do you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, you have a smash aerial. I just jump up and I'm just like.
You talking about the move where he spins and goes down?
the spin, the dive kick down. That move.
I've learned to FD that immediately because I'm not trying to take that mix. Like, get away from me, bro.
But then the thing is, if you FD it, he's like a little more plus. Just a little.
I know.
So then, like, there's the risk.
I know. But it's like I'm playing Axel, so I don't want you to get close, even if I have to FD. I have no choice.
I'm surprised at combos. Like I feel like a move like that, if it's like that good, it probably shouldn't combo into his ground normals. Like I don't know about getting a dive kick that's like when I have triple jump and I have a dive kick that can combo into my sweep. I don't know. I feel like that's a little much. It's really good. It's really good.
The real thing about it for me is that it doesn't go straight down anymore. It used to go straight down.
Forward. Yeah.
So like, you always had it.
Literally
just go straight down. Yeah, just straight down. Now, like you remember the first time we played, I kept being like, "Yo, my spacing is just off for dealing with this."
Yeah.
Like, I would constantly try to like run under him or be just in front of him once he used his third jump because I was like, he's not gonna do JD because I'm gonna run under it, so he has to do J2K or nothing. basically. So you're used to that spacing. But then now he like drifts forward, and I'm like, bro, my spacing is being destroyed. Like I'm so used to being here, and he just goes over a little bit extra. But I kind of think he needed that move though, because he doesn't have teleport. So he kind of needs something like that in the air, because actually one of his actual serious flaws, besides like he has no life, is that he's slow in the air. He's like not a fast character in the air. So even though he has 3 jumps, once you use your third jumps, like what are you gonna do now? You're not gonna alpha down. Not gonna do alpha blade down unless you want to die. So it's like
I realized that it
needs
was
something
negative.
to get back down.
Yeah, it's
I
also
realized that the alpha now was definitely negative. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's also crazy that like he can jump cancel like his jump H. It's kind of wild too. Like
Millia can do that.
No, because before in Exert, if you did like IED jump H as Chipp, like you couldn't jump cancel like that on block. So I in a situation where it'd be like, oh, this is like a bad jump H. This is like a negative jump H that I can throw. But you can jump cancel and they can jump to K. And it's like it has that threat. That I think that is also super good and helps his air game a fair amount. Like it's
We didn't talk like about the most important annoying thing that he has though.
Oh, do we not?
2S whiff cancel. 2S whiff cancel.
Oh god, yeah,
I
yeah.
hate whiff cancel
He has, like,
everything in
Dragon Ball
every
auto
fighting
combo.
game. So
Everybody's hated it. Everybody's
Dragon
hated
Ball
it.
auto combo, bro.
I haven't experienced it. I hate doing it because like I get too like trigger happy, and I'll face like certain people, and I'm like, dude, this 2H was nowhere near hitting. So I'm like, I know I'm just going like too ham with this 2S 2H, but then when you hit it, it just feels so good. Then when you whip it, it feels so bad. Oh man, like I feel like it's just baiting me into 2Hing more, but it's great because everybody else, they haven't
Choose not
adapted
to.
yet.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
adapted yet. So I 2S and everybody's like, yes, 2S, and I'm like, but I got the 2H.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
time to
no.
whip punish. Oh no. Oh my god, that move is insane. And like if I jump it, I'm like afraid like I'll get Chipp away from me. I air block the 2H. I'm like, oh, I guess he's plus now, and he's plus Pain.
it's a really good tool for him too, considering how fast he is, like on the ground. He's fast
Dash
on the
speed's
ground too, so
insane.
it's like it's hard to deal with his buttons on the ground, and you're like, oh well, he's gonna whip this move, so I'm gonna jump, and then he's like, haha, you thought.
Yeah, no, the dash speed is insane. And with dash blocking in this game in general, having a really fast dash speed is really, really strong, because there's only 2 vulnerable frames on your dash block like in this game. So and you don't need an FD to do it either. So it's just like it just pulls up.
that's actually a
You just
change
FD anyway.
FD for spacing. That way you get
FD anyway.
spaced for 2S 2H. Yeah, I know it.
Bro,
Makes
people
your
are gonna
spacing
be
crispy.
like dash chest block. See it, man. See it coming,
Yeah.
bro.
And then when you do dash FD, sometimes you get instant faultless too. So like if you run into
That
a
is
lane,
doing
yeah.
I don't even know what instant faultless does.
It
And I never will.
pushes them really far away.
Doesn't matter.
You go, and it pushes them really far.
First time I get it, it's gonna be on accident, and I'm gonna get mad.
No, you have to-
miss my punish. I'm gonna be like, why is this in the game? This is the only time I've ever seen it. It's making me miss my 2S 2H. Yeah,
I think the real question though is, how good do you think he is though?
I mean, I think he could get a lot better. There's a lot of like weird optimizations. Even like his damage in general, right? Like the wall run stuff just existing. There is a small little intricacy where if the wall is like about to break and you do it, the first hit will wall
Yeah, it'll
slide.
break it. Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. But just the fact that like you can do so much damage to somebody and still get a full combo. Like the wall run on like a fresh soul will do like 180 for 50 meter, and I'm like off of his 6K, and I'm like, wow, I'm just doing a grounded overhead, and maybe I should use dust. Dust is probably a little faster. Oh, this is
I
good
just
talk.
use 6K. 6K.
This is a good talk. Good
Yeah.
talk. But just the fact that I can get like a 180 combo off of a grounded overhead, like before I started doing wall run stuff, it was probably like 110 to 130. I wouldn't build like as much meter because I'm just not hitting as much. And the combo is not that hard, honestly. It'll probably get more optimizations as time goes on. It's not that hard.
Yeah, man.
And then, and then I'm finding a bunch of just ridiculous safe jump scenarios. Oh man. knocking someone down is not fair. It's not fair anymore. I knock someone down, I throw out Gamma on their wake up that won't get DP'd, and I'm like, all right, I'm plus. What do you think I'm gonna do? Oh, I grabbed. All right, safe jump off grab. All right. Oh, I swept. All right, safe jump off sweep. What? And then wall run.
So like it's just becoming like a one-player game.
Yeah, and like I feel like Chipp. One thing that I think Chipp has that's really good, and I feel this way about Millia too. Just the fact that you have 3 jumps and like just air mobility to potentially like, it's more so like a way to stuff out pressure. When I'm in the corner, I don't feel scared, not because I have a DP, but because I feel like I can use my jumps to create space. Like a lot of other characters, I don't feel can do that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that 3 jump definitely messes with me as Axel. I have a hard time anti-airing it because I don't know when he's jump. Also the jump trajectory, even though.
And then there's 2K.
And then there's 2K.
So I feel like that's a big thing for me. Like a lot of people I know, even like first, second beta, people had trouble with Ram, and I was like, oh, you know, if Ram throws her sword at me and she's not close enough to low my jump, I can just jump out of the pressure. And like that's fine. I just jump, reset to mid screen, and I'm like, I don't have to deal with Ram in the corner. I think it's like a really, really strong tool of Chipp's.
Yeah, imagine if you could, let's say, when you're in the corner, you could just teleport behind them back to mid screen. That's
Wait,
the party you missed.
What do you mean?
The party you missed. That's
I
what
have
you used to
Alpha
do.
Blade.
Just
I have Alpha Blade.
You could actually see Alpha Blade. I will say, like, it was the Chipp thing has been weird for me because like while playing him in OB2, I'm like, he's good. Like I felt like he was good, but simultaneously also felt like he was easy to fight at the same time. Which was a really weird feeling where I was like, this character is mad good, but like all the counterplay that I used to know for him that was like, I'm not gonna say impossible, but just hard because you have no time to react. So like even if you know, like for example, Alpha Blade is coming and you know how to punish it, in game the hit stop of it is so little that like you can't like be like, I'm looking for Alpha Blade and something else. You have to only be looking for Alpha Blade to punish it. Where in this game it's so much easier to punish. Like JD's not as good, and Alpha Blade, even though it's a cross up, which is kind of cheap, it's way easier to punish when you block it because you can actually see that is happening. Like it's a weird feeling to describe for him. It's something I feel similar to Soul, where it's Soul, everyone's like Soul's ridiculous. I'm like, he's a great character, but like it feels like the same exact matchup, Millia versus Soul, you know, like feels like the same. So Chipp versus Millia, normal Millia players think it's a bad matchup always, and then the Ascended ones think it's always even. So I'm playing the matchup, like we're playing the matchup together, and I'm like, this is like, yeah, there's stuff I don't know, but like it feels easier. Like he could be teleporting behind me whenever he wants, and like have a Gamma Blade I can't hit and stuff. Like there's all this stuff he could do before that he can't do now, and it's easier to see him. The trickier things I think is like new ways of doing damage. Delay cancel is a big one because now like the way he challenges is different. He's still like really mobile, and he has like new ways of covering space in neutral where he usually couldn't. And I think that's kind of like the real standout things about him this time.
I feel like you have to throw out a lot of preemptive stuff against him as well.
Depends on your character, of course.
Depends on the character, of course, you know.
Yeah. Well, how you go about doing some character, like for Faust, like Faust can't even catch him. So like honestly, like some Faust players, they'll just press a heavy button and just hope it hits, because if it does, he gets 50%, and if it doesn't, then well, too bad, you weren't going to hit him anyway, type of thing. Some characters just gotta do stuff like that.
Yeah, play. It's
rough.
Play. Yeah. I'll be like 2Hing as Faust, like just to like, he's gonna run at me. He's gonna run at me. I need to. I have to. And then he jumps. I'm like, well, you know, I had to present the threat at least a little bit. But yeah, stopping that character's speed is so hard, like as Faust. But he just has so many options. It's really hard to deal with.
Sometimes I feel like I just play grounded against people, and I just wait. I'm like, just press a button, just one, and then as soon as they press it, I just hold dash macro, and I'm like, here we go! 5K, and I'm like, all right, let's get it.
Oh, man.
I've been having a great time.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been having a blast.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chipp's hella fun. I played him when everybody thought he sucked, and everybody told me he
played him
sucked.
before it was cool.
Yeah, and now everybody's saying he's broken, and I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? Like,
That's not your problem.
I just think Chipp's fun. I think Chipp's fun. I think the character with strong tools. and I think there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that at all. It's fine.
Yeah. And,
Nothing wrong
like,
with that at all. And, like,
even me, I suck at fighting
yeah.
Chip. Like fighting Chip's mad hard. I agree with. I'm on your side. Fighting Chip's like crazy hard, but I just happen to also be playing Chip.
Oh, man.
Might be the
It's
final.
gonna be any more
solution.
real than that.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, but mainly if you think Chip is top tier or not, let us know in the comments what you think, and they'll see you guys at the next video. I'll be in the comments with you guys. Take care.